work out of it. Oh, down goes. Whoa, that's a hard knockdown for Brandon Rios is down. I don't think he can recover from this. It's up to 6 and 7. His legs aren't going to be there. This fight's going to be all over. I don't think Brandon can continue. No, it's all over. He said come forward, and he can't continue. What a knockout. A right hand by Danny Garcia. Oh, man, look at that shot, and look at his eyes. See the way the neck snapped?
Figueroa just go! Down goes Figueroa. That's a hard knockout right there. Yeah.
Character to throw with him.
True. And you know, Brazil fought this whole fight at long range in this first round, and this was kind of inevitable because of that. And we got another look at how it was set up.
But once he's inside, he doesn't let go of his hands. Now he's trying to
trying to throw the uppercut. Well, there you have it. Right, the uppercut's from too far back, right, Abner?
Too far back.
And that's what led to the problems. And you know, we've credited Fundora with being able to take a knee against Lubin.
Yeah, when he runs out of room, he's done a good job of smothering Charlo. Charlo's gonna have to. Oh, nice
right uppercut by Centeno again, trying to score with another one on the inside before getting backed up by Charlo. Charlo just misses with the right cross.
The right hand by Charlo. Then a clash of heads didn't help him. So the right hand started the problem. And then, well, yet another. So it wasn't just the left hook, but I think this left hook is the one that
hook there inside the glove, and that really hurt.
Yeah, that's the one that did most of the damage.
And sharp adjustment by Charlo to throw it inside the glove because be the bully.
And see where he got hurt.
This is just careless on the inside. This is a 24-year-old kid who may be a little bit overconfident. He kind of ducks. You're going to see the big shot by Davis right here. And here it comes. Definitely attention.
Okay. All right.
But that one doesn't really land. That one does, but it's kind of smothered shot. That one's a good shot.
The fact that that second left hand hurt him again is what sent Doc in. And I think he was worried about him getting hung up on the ropes and taking punishment. Obviously, you see, he doesn't agree with the...
He's hurt. He's hurt on his feet.
Lacombe left hook, right hand. Nicolo in deep trouble here against the ropes.
There go that touch. There go that touch.
Lacombe doubles up on the left hook.
That's what I'm talking about. He's finishing now.
Oh, that's it.
And that's it.
He's a warrior. Nicolo took a multitude of punches, but a good stoppage by Tony Zano.
He gallop and gallop, take his time, touch. Then he's going in for the big shots.
Too many punches in a row there. That's when Zano said, I gotta get in here.
Yeah.
Good stoppage.
Yeah, very good stoppage.
And Nicolo was game. I mean, he took a lot of shots early to the body. You could see after the referee stopped it that he was like, come on, man, but what did you want him to do at that point?
Right.
He didn't answer those punches, not one of them.
Malanga backs up Barju. Look at that combination!
Right there.
Three-punch combination. Down goes Barju.
Will he beat the count?
Count is at 6, 7, 8. He will not get up.
It's over.
There's your knockout.
You cannot knock out somebody with one single punch, you know, unless you're a great big heavyweight sometimes, but wow, what a shot.
Especially against a puncher like Berlanga.
And there it is, true to form, and Berlanga will tag that body when he sees him to the rope, and he drops Moon in the first round, does a somersault.
You can make 0 mistakes in that gym, or you're gonna have to pay for it. In this case, it's push-up.
Left back upstairs. And that right over the guard.
Especially coming from NONITO, a power puncher. I mean, 14 years ago he beat Big Darchinian. 10 years ago he gave us Rookie of the Year against and today he's giving us another knockout. And it was just a matter of time in this last round.
Is Poindjeb to try and set that up.
No, you're right, because in previous fights we've seen that
Yes.
Right hand and down he goes.
There it is. Good night.
Deontay Wilder is back.
That's what I said. Don't get hit by that right hand.
Here it is again, so clean, so powerful.
And you know what? That was almost like the Muhammad Ali, Sonny Liston chop right hand. It wasn't even a step-in right hand. No. But it goes to show you the power he's got in
And
this
that's
fist.
a rugged guy. He is 6'6", 253, and he is starched in one shot. This was no phantom punch, that's for sure.
And let me tell you, it's not all about the big punch all the time. It's about the short punch.
Yeah, you're right.
So the short punch is very effective, just like the big punch.
And now Morrell looking to pick up the pace, and down goes Yabosalini, and that's it. This one is over. It was unnecessary, but Morrell gets the finish in grand fashion. And now Yabosalini is in deep trouble. Here is the finish. Look at that right hook banging his head snapped back off the canvas. You hate to see that, but man, David Morrell is a bad, bad man.
Has been Tony stepping back the entire
Big right hand that was. Again from Tim Zhu, and another. Harrison's in trouble. Zhu looks for the finish. Tony Harrison on unsteady legs.
So is Tim Zhu, the poor man. He can't stand up because the canvas.
Here goes Zhu, pressing forward with all the time that he needs to finish off the American. He's pouring in shots. Harrison goes down. Harrison goes down off a barrage. Tim Zhu took it to another level.
I don't think he's going to get up. Tony is not getting up.
He gets to his feet, but for how long? He's on very unsteady legs. Stopped watching this.
Look at this right here. Uppercuts, uppercuts. I got to say, I'm very mad at this ref for allowing Tony to take this many clean shots and not step in. I felt like the ref should have been there. Tony's head goes out of the ring. The ref is still allowing this fight to take place. Right there. Hey, look at this. Look at these eyes. Vicious right there. That's vicious punching right there. And that's what you need if you're Tim Zhu. The message tonight, I'm vicious and I'm ready.
Yeah, that is hard to watch because Tony Harrison's a star.
Second time, the first time since he was stopped by Errol Spence in the opening round. And it looks like Zhu's looking to close the show. Mamma mia, lights, camera, knockout!
And it's true, he doesn't always start this quickly. he said, obviously to himself, I'm coming out and I'm going to make a statement to this guy. He's not coming to me.
And the pound away on Akbeko. Straight left, and Akbeko's in trouble. He's hurt. This one might be over. It's target practice, and this one is over.
It's like he never left. It's Thurman the Great. We back. 5, Sean Porter at ringside. Those question marks have been deleted.
And the ref stepping in and doing the right thing. He was already on his way. He could see that this is a lion and a gazelle at this point. It took one punch to land, but the ref was already on his way. It's good refereeing right there.
Second time in this round.
It's overhand right.
Here's the shot. It's a shot we've seen before from Pacquiao. 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a monstrous shot.
Go on, walk that way.
That has Vorobiev down.
Punching between the gloves. The arm is out. That's what I mean. It's picture perfect right there. Punching between the gloves. Beautiful overhand right counter.
The bull is wobbly, and Taliva will try to finish him.
Don't do it again.
Big shots, and it's over. It is revenge. Taliva, he gets his moment.
He's right in front of us. His eyes are not clear. I think this is over. It is a one-punch knockout. Man!
Twisted his ankle there when he went down. He's not going to be able to take too much more of this.
And Spence trying to finish it here. He has a wounded prey and he knows it. And Spence puts him back down, and that's it. That is it. Errol Spence Jr. remains undefeated with the knockout of Chris Algieri.
After taking some huge shots. Into the second round, straight left hand. A right hand. Sergio Rodriguez down. And he may not get up. Thomas Williams. What a shot. And it's over.
Shimmel's doing a great job. Jabbing, moving out of the range. I was just talking about Schimmel, how well he's doing boxing and keeping it from his distance.
Left hook. Missed with the right hand, came right back with the left hook.
And how his head hit the canvas. Watch how his head hits the canvas after the punch. There.
See, and that's why I tell fighters all the time, put shots together. You may miss with the first shot, bam, the second shot.
Another right hand by Joe Smith Jr. Now Joe Smith, could he pull off the upset of the year? An uppercut there, followed by a left hook. Another one, a left hook now, and he drops one forearm in a heap of trouble. Is Football going to get up? This one is over.
As here comes Derevinchenko headhunting the awkward veteran. Now he gets him in that neutral corner. See if he can thud home a right hand. Oh my! How about that left? Sam Solomon crashing down. Wobbly and gozo.
Bundu is a wounded animal, and he has got to be careful to Spence. But now Spence going to work, and he drops Bundu, and this one could be over. Oh my goodness!
It was the corner of Starks. He said, hey, let's get aggressive.
Good right. That was a good right and an uppercut. And Price is about to finish this off. Starks trying to hold on. Price going right at him.
Referee needs to take a good look here.
And once again, here's Price again. And the ref moves in, and that's it. That's it. Darwin Price finishes it off.
Danny looking for his opening. Oh, what a left hook there by two left hooks by Danny Garcia. And Vargas has taken a wealth of punishment. A right hand. And Billy Briscoe is going to go and wave it off. And this one is over. Danny Garcia remains undefeated. And guess what? Julian Williams came forward and Charlo put him face first. 1 minute left. Charlo trying to close the show. And Charlo closes it out. as Charlo really applying the pressure, a right hand on the arms, and Charlo just really pouring it on at this point, believing he could get Julian Williams out of there. Left hook that stunned him, followed by a clubbing right hand, a left hook, and he going to the canvas, and Wayne Chathbat didn't even need to make a count and waved off the fight and almost set it up to the ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr., to make it official. Well, let's take a look one more time at the end of the fight. The left hook, and Williams left himself open, and Charlo was just hammering him with every opening he saw. An overhand right that got on the arms, but you could tell it took good effect to Julian Williams, followed by that left hook, and Charlo was just in attack mode at that point. Down goes Julian Williams, and Charlo knew that the fight was over at that point.
Oh, vicious right hand! Pedraza goes down!
Stoppage in the end.
Here we see it again, the right hook of Davis. You know, we were at the fighter meeting. Morrow mentioned to Davis, is that right hand your most powerful punch? He said, well, I like both the left and the right. But tonight, he showed us both punches, but the right hook ultimately a little more powerful.
Because, again, he has an 85% knockout ratio, so maybe he's trying to throw a little bit.
Yeah, Brian, his trainer said that was a good...
In this 5th round.
That was a big right hand. You know, he tends to swarm him and stays on him. And you know, he had him hurt. That was a great stoppage by the ref.
No, that right hand, as you pointed out, that started it all.
Yes, definitely, man. It's all about the rhythm, man. I feel like the rhythm played a big part of this fight tonight. Darren Benchico, you know, the first couple rounds he started off slow, but once he found that rhythm, it was on from there, you know, and that's what created the stoppage for the fight.
Jesus Cuellar, the former world champion. And a nice shot, a left hook stand, and that drops Zambrano. Oh boy, this could be a quick ending. And this one is over as Claudio Marrero disposes.
Jab for Russell. And some good explosiveness from Russell. And that one hurt Escandon, that last right hook to the temple area. Can Escandon survive this? No, he can't. He is stopped for the first time in his career.